No, there's nothing wrong. I stopped. I just stopped playing. Hello, everybody. George Taylor, Entracte Audio here. In my natural environment with a bass, which is what I trained to be, what I trained to do way back when in university and college and high school and long before that. So, just wanted to use this to illustrate a point today, if I may. Hopefully I'll get the point across. And the point is this. When you're looking at a spec sheet on a piece of equipment, you are looking at a very, very small snapshot of what a piece of audio equipment can do. Okay, very, very small. And the assumption is that if you take enough of these small snapshots and put them together, that you can piece together the basic idea of how a piece of equipment is going to sound. To a certain extent, I disagree, and let me explain why. What I have here on my bass is I have a tuner. It's a snark, black snark, favorite of all bass players, and as you can see, the snark is telling me that I am playing a G. Okay? It's not even telling me what G I'm playing, okay? Because I can play another G. And I can play a higher G. And the snark doesn't really know the difference other than the fact that the high G is a little bit out of tune because I have to adjust the intonation on this bass at some point, which I will do. But it's telling me the fundamental frequency of the note I'm playing. That's it. Okay? Now, your argument would be, oh yeah, but it's a snark. It works on the vibration of the instrument and you don't have it plugged in. Well, if I had a tuner plugged in, it would tell me pretty much exactly the same piece of information. And if I had the tuner plugged in and was using an effect pedal a little bit on down the line, like a distortion pedal, it would still tell me the same thing. It would tell me that I was playing a G, but it wouldn't tell me anything about what the G sounded like through distortion. Okay? So again, a snapshot, a very rudimentary measurement that gives you a piece of information. But for example, and I mean, here, let me take all the treble off. Actually, sorry, I didn't take all the treble off. All right. Okay, so here we go. Let me try this with the pickups a little bit. That'll actually work better. So I'm playing a G. Okay, now let me take off one pickup. Now, playing a D. Okay? I'm turning the bass all the way down and using the bridge pickup, so for a Jocko sound. Okay? Or I'll have both pickups turned all the way on and use a more full sound. Okay, the notes sound very different. The tone sounds different. The EQ sounds different. This thing is still saying I'm playing a C to an E to an F to an A, C. It doesn't matter how I set the tone up to make it sound, this still tells me one simple piece of information. So, to equate that to a very simple measurement that most people are familiar with, I would say watts per channel. Okay, that's when we see it. We always see this, right? Watts per channel. 100 watts into 8 ohms at 1,000 hertz, right? But we all forget about the 8 ohms being a fixed load. We all forget about the fact that it's one single frequency. We forget about the fact that there's all sorts of other frequencies that are going on, and we forget about the fact that speakers are not fixed loads. Okay? So we have a tiny snippet of information. And that's why you can get an amplifier that's rated at 25 watts per channel or 50 watts per channel Put it side by side with, dare I say it, a lesser amplifier that's got 100 or 150 watts per channel, and the 25 to 50 watts will sound a lot bigger, fuller, more powerful. Okay? The lesson here is the same as the lesson always is. Would you please pay attention to the construction of the amplifier, its ability to transfer energy. Pay attention to this power supply, which is the thing that supplies it with energy. Pay attention to those things. Don't pay so much attention to, 450 watts peak music power, which is probably about, 10 watts actual RMS. I'm exaggerating, but I do that sometimes. And I don't mean to seem cynical. But please, stop judging your equipment by measurements. Listen to it. Seriously, go and listen. If you're looking, and I'm not saying just come here, although I'd love you to come here. I am saying, please go and listen to this stuff. Don't buy and be disappointed. Or buy with the knowledge that maybe you're going to experiment and then try something else. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to tell you how to buy your audio. I do want to tell you, though, that if you're paying too much attention to published specifications, well, A, they can be tinkered with, and B, they're far from being a complete set of measurements that you can judge anything from. Okay? Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I will leave you with that, and hopefully you will, at some point, want more information. If you do, here's how you get it. You can check it, first of all, check out Angela-Gilbert.com, the website. Okay? Lots of information on Angela-Gilbert.com equipment. Not that I mentioned very much of that in this video, but you know what? It's good stuff. You should listen to it. Also, if you have questions about equipment or any of the stuff I've talked about, check it. I'm going to put that over here so my face is away from the card. There we go. There we go. OnTractAudio.com, or email me at ontractaudio@rogers.com. Okay? Comments, questions, whatever you feel. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Have a great day. See you soon.